Okay, well now I'd like to talk just briefly about AV over IP on our flagship Gen 3 processor, the SQ200. So what does the SQ200 actually support, specifically when it comes to AV over IP? Well, at the back of the unit, we've got lots of 100 gig network connections. 2 of those are reserved exclusively for use with AV over IP. And the reason we've got 2 is so that we can fully support ST2110's redundancy, requiring those 2 separate networks. So when it comes to AV over IP, we have attempted to quite fully specify exactly what we do and don't support. And hopefully now, looking at this table, you'll be able to recognize that actually most of the things that we have been talking about throughout this training series are things that we support on the SQ200. Some key things to point out, I guess. We support one 8K stream, or more specifically 2.4 gigapixels per second within a single stream. We're also able to support 4 4K 60 streams, again, actually 600 megapixels per stream. So we do support standard resolutions, but we can also support custom resolutions. There is a nuance here in that the SQ200 will support a canvas resolution up to 64K pixels wide or 64K pixels tall for those really extreme aspect ratio situations. ST2110 under the hood is in fact limited to 32K pixels wide or tall. So if you need to set up a system with full 64K wide or tall support, you're going to need to have at least 2 ST2110 streams, and the SQ200 supports sitting those side by side on the canvas so that you can have your full 64K wide canvas if you want to. We support the full range of frame rates, bit depths, color formats, color encodings. We support SDR content, we support HDR content, exactly as you might expect from all of our baseband inputs. As we say, we've got these 200 gig ports, but they do also support running at lower speeds, 25 gig or indeed 10 gig if you want. So you can have 2 10 gig feeds going into the processor, you can have 2 25 gig feeds going into the processor if you don't really need that full level of bandwidth and if your network infrastructure only supports lower speeds. We do support redundancy, as I mentioned, and we only support uncompressed video. So 2110 and indeed IPMX additionally support compressed video. That's something we may look at in future, but for the time being, our focus is on uncompressed video. We support all the SMPTE2110 sender types, and we'll also support IPMX streams. We support full synchronization over PTP if it's available, and for IPMX, we also support situations where PTP is not available. And then we can be fully managed using NMOS and indeed IPMX as well. So all of this information, and indeed a bit more besides, is available through our AV over IP on Gen 3 flyer, which is available for download from our website. And we've got that table that we've just been looking at, but also inside that document, there's a bit more information about each of those spec points, why you need to care about it, what the relevance is. So hopefully a lot of that information now is going to be things that we've already covered as part of this training series, but it's useful as a quick reference. And it also goes into some of the detail about actually, for particular formats, how much bandwidth do I in fact need, going all the way up to around 80 gigabits per second if you're working with a full 8K stream, 12-bit 444. So as I say, this information and more is available on our website, so please do go check it out. We will be extending the information available for download over time, but if you have any further questions about the specific capabilities of SQ200, absolutely reach out to us and do ask. We'll be only too happy to talk to you.